Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Ganesh here. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the best non-special Shinobi for the SAM number 22. This time we're not going to make the list as big as we normally do it because seriously, there has been a lot of characters coming up into the game for the past couple of months and it's really hard to keep up with the list. And there are some characters that are not really worth mentioning anymore, so we're just going to skip most of them. We're just going to stick with only 15 characters and I'm going to be doing some honorable mentions at the end. But yeah, just to make this video not long as normally it should be, we're just gonna go really fast into the list now. Before we start the list of the non-special Shinobi, I just want to remind you guys that there are ways to actually get better and easier points from the special Shinobi you see on the screen now. Sasuke, Ren, and Obito. You don't have to summon on them. Some of them might actually already work well for you, especially someone like Obito. If you have his old fire style jutsu, you can always use it to do damage with them. In fact, it works perfectly against the highest level bosses. It gives you a lot of points in every game, like almost 500,000 per game in points. So might as well keep that in mind. You can also use Sasuke's new shotgun attack if you had it. If you got it from the summon, you didn't get the ultimate, it's alright, you can still use the shotgun to get some decent points as well, like 300 to 500,000 or 300 to 500,000 per game. But now let's get into the non-special Shinobi list, and it's not really ranked, it depends of course on your ultimate and everything, like I always say. But let's get into the best character, which by the way is going to be the best character from now on for every SAM. You can always use it unless we get the Four Tails or someone like the Susanoo who does jump a lot. Darui is not, I already said his name, so Darui is not as good when it comes to characters that, or enemies that move a lot. So Darui is unresistible, his ultimate, the Black Hunting, is irresistible. It does double the damage, it's used every 60 seconds, and he's a red type character. He has the blade that basically buffs his own attack and defense, of course, but it's only, what only matters here is the attack. And then, as I said, his ultimate never gets resisted, does double the damage, he's a beast, and he will always be good in every SAM. I don't really have to mention him every video from now on, but I will, because he's great. Next, let's go for the top 3 characters. I mean, Darui could have been in a top tier character if I have his ultimate high level, but these 2 other characters are also in the same range, and these are Madara and Sasuke, adult Sasuke. So Madara is, since the first anniversary, one of the best characters in being used in a SAM, and yeah, his ultimate does 5 times damage every 2 minutes. He has one attack, the old Fire Star Jutsu, which has the damage time effect, which works perfectly for him. And then he has also the Susanoo Evil, which is also annihilation nature, and it has an iframe, so he can survive a lot of attacks. So that's Madara. He does, I mean, for me, he does more damage than Darui, but his ultimate is at level 7. Darui is only level 1. So I would assume Darui at high level, max level, ultimate would do crazy amount of damage and would probably surpass Madara. Next we have Sasuke, the adult Sasuke. His ultimate also does 5 times damage. It's a 2-minute ultimate, and then he has the Inferno Style Jutsu from his old kit, and he also has the Almighty Bush from his old kit. You can use this combo and it will get you a lot of points. Now the ultimate is of course from the new kit. If you don't have it, then yeah, that's gonna be a problem because that's mainly the damage, where the damage comes from. Yeah, next up we have Tsunade. So Tsunade, I guess, is in the top 5 along with Jiraiya. Now I don't have her ultimate nor Jiraiya, so you're basically watching old clips. Tsunade with her ultimate does a lot of damage, especially if you have it at high level. Level 1 already does crazy amount of damage, and you can weaken the enemy's release nature by more using one of her attacks. That it's from the new cat, I believe. And then there's Jiraiya, who's almost similar to her, except he doesn't do as much damage as she does with her ultimate, but he has damage with effect in his Toad Lava thing, and that kind of makes up for the damage that Tsunade does compared to him. Then we have three characters that are impact nature, have impact nature ultimates, and they are still really good, especially that in this SAM we have impact nature weakened by 30%, and these are Neji, Tobirama, and Hashirama. Now Neji can weaken the enemy's impact nature even more with one of his attacks, and then Tobirama would be, I guess, the second best choice because his ultimate stays in the map for a while, and the enemy moves a little bit. If the enemy moves a little bit, he will do more damage to them. And then there's Hashirama, which I was thinking maybe I shouldn't consider him in this list anymore, because even though he does a lot of damage, there is really no other source of damage there, and it's just gonna be boring for 2 minutes waiting and nothing else to do. There's also Mitsuki that I wanted to add in here, and yeah, it's just Mitsuki and Hashirama are the same combination. They're basically an ultimate that you have to wait for 2 minutes, and then it won't really do that much damage, and there are no other source of damage in their kits. So basically, I don't know. I just wanted to say that maybe they're not supposed to be in the list, but whatever. We have then the two Itachis, Itachi version 1 and Itachi version 2. I would say Itachi version 1 does better the job than Itachi version 2 does Sam. However, both of them are working perfectly. You can get like 150,000 per game if you have good cards for them. So Itachi version 1 with his Yasuka beads or his old ultimate works as well, but I just wanted to use the Yasuka beads so I can use the Fire Style Jujutsu as well, and then along with the Megeki Sharingan, he would be doing decent amount of damage. Then Itachi version 2 with his new ultimate, which debuffs the enemy's defense by like 90%, exactly the same as Ren's ultimate. And then you have 2 or 3 attacks that are also release nature, and you can use them to do enough damage. And one of them is the Fire Style Jutsu from his new kit that sometimes does the damage without effect, but sometimes it doesn't. So you're gonna have to use it multiple times, and that's what you're gonna do anyway for the damage anyway. Next up we have Seijimo Naruto. Now the characters that I've mentioned so far are not really ranked. Maybe only the first 3 characters or the first 5 characters were ranked, but after that, yeah, it really isn't ranked. Seijimo Naruto is also a really good character with his really old Rasen Shuriken, and yeah, it's really impressive how him and original Kakashi are still in the list. They have 2 minutes cooldown. I mean, I would say original Kakashi is almost in the same range as Hashirama and Mitsuki. It's an ultimate that can be used every 2 minutes and would be kind of, boring to wait 2 minutes without any other source of damage. But for Seijimo Naruto, he has 2 other attacks that can be used. One of them debuffs the enemy's attacks, and you can survive longer because you're not getting as much damage. He also has the healing, which helps him, of course, survive as well. He has also one Rasengan attack that basically is impact nature as well. So Seijimo Naruto is also there, definitely in the list. We also have Might Guy, which is one of the gods of the release nature. He has 2 attacks or 2 ultimates. I would always use the old one, the Sakushaku, especially. I always say that every video. A lot of people probably have it, and it's a really old ultimate, one of the oldest ultimates in the game. So yeah, might as well use one of the gates to buff his attack before doing what you're doing with your Sakujaku, and then you will deal a lot of damage. Then we have Hirozen with his new kit and his old kit as well. Like, we're using the fire release from his old kit, and the new fire style combo, whatever the name was, the ultimate also has DOT, and the old fire style has DOT. Now I would say this is the list that I have for you guys, but there are some other honorable mentions that we can mention here. Now there are 2 characters that are really good, but they need defense debuffers in the team, and I don't think a lot of people would be able to find someone to actually debuff their defense for them. So yeah, we have Kabuto, of course. You guys remember Kabuto with this crazy amount of damage if the enemy's defense or if the sandbox defense is debuffed. So Kabuto with his just simply his poison. His poison just does crazy amount of damage. Just spam it under the Ninetales or the Susanoo, whatever that is, and then you will do a lot of damage as long as the enemy is defense debuffed. Then we have Sasori, which has shotgun attack, and it's pretty much the same story. You just need someone to debuff the defense for you, and then from there you just need to keep yeah, basically using your shotgun attack until you kill the enemy. Now that's, I would say, like every possible way to actually get a lot of points. Other than that, you can just basically use any character with impact nature ultimate, or annihilation nature ultimate, or release nature ultimate. There are a lot of characters in the game. Like, I'm not gonna list them here. I'm just gonna leave a list in the comment section below, and you guys go ahead and try them out. Maybe you have one with a very high level ultimate, and then you can actually do more damage than the other ultimates that I've just characters that I've just mentioned. But in any kind of way, these characters that I've mentioned are basically the up-to-date list of the best characters for the 3 elements we have weakened the SAM. Other than that, I guess we are just talking about outdated characters. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you guys have any comments regarding the special Shinobi, if you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions, so maybe I could have actually forgotten some characters that were really worth mentioning in this video, just leave them in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be adding them into the main comment, or I'm just gonna, you know, leave a heart on your comment if you actually said something that I actually, you know, forgot about. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you.